Hi, this is Eric Humphrey from Quiet on the Set magazine, and I'm here at,
Highlands Cafe Grill in Southeast and Ward 7.
okay, and I'm sitting with Mo and Birdie
Garay.
Garay. Mo and Birdie Garay are owners of the cafe
Hey,
and
yes,
grill.
yes.
But at this important moment here, we're here to discuss what we have a foundation called Gabby's Foundation.
Gabby's house.
Gabby's house.
Gabby's house.
Correct me if you may. Gabby's house.
That's Gabby's house.
Okay, can one of you tell us about Gabby's house?
Okay, first, it started with um, with her illness. She had a
First,
condition.
who is Gabby?
Gabby's my daughter. She is the youngest of our two children. Uh, she's a beautiful girl. Grew up right here in Southeast Washington, and she graduated from St. John's University, St. John College High School in Upper Northwest Washington D.C. And she attended Kentucky University.
Okay.
Uh, Her junior year, this is where her sickness evolved. She had a condition called AVM, arteries and venous malformation. And this is something that a lot of people need to be aware of, especially in the younger kids around 14, 16 years old with headaches.
Mhm.
She started having chronic headaches until she actually had an aneurysm. We discovered that she had this condition.
And how long did she have the aneurysm?
She lasted after the first aneurysm. She survived 605 days.
So, when
From
was
the,
it diagnosed?
it
What
was
year?
diagnosed in 2015.
And she was at what age then?
She just 15 years old.
She was 15.
Yes,
So she was almost like
she was
sophomore.
she was a junior. She was in her junior, finishing up in middle of the junior year
In high school.
in high school. Yes.
And when you get diagnosed, so what did the what did the doctors say? Exactly how did they explain it
Well,
to you?
well, they explained it. It was a tumor-like because arteries and her veins got a malformation, so
Uh-huh.
it just got tangled,
Uh-huh.
and it was in a place where it was kind of in irreparable,
Uh-huh.
inoperable.
Uh-huh.
So she knew her faith, and this is where that love journey began.
Uh-huh.
With us actually accepting Jesus Christ as our Savior.
Uh-huh.
We seeked out more of a religious uh, medication, as you
Uh-huh.
could say, for Betty and us, and then also for Gabby. And this is where she learned to serve others, and even going through some pain.
When she was
with
going
difficulty.
through it, she was serving
Yes.
as well.
Yes, that's
So,
correct.
excuse me, emotionally, spiritually, how did that impact the family?
Well, from the beginning, it's very tough.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have a loved one that is sick,
Mm-hmm.
that is ill, and you really can't do anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would get her in the car, would drive around to the church, to her aunt house, and then we end up in the hospital. She couldn't take her pain no more.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very difficult, very emotional. I mean, where Bertie would stay with her
Mm-hmm.
endless nights, comfort her like a little girl, as
Mm-hmm.
much as comfort we could do. Uh, Cooling pads, ice cream, anything
Mm-hmm.
to just calm her pain down a little bit. Yeah.
So, Birdie, as mom, how did it impact your life to see your little girl suffer? Excuse me. How did it impact your life? And what were you doing at that time? What was your life like?
I was working.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Was when Gabby gets sick, I just stopped working and spend my time to be with Gabby.
Mhm.
And like a mother, we don't want our kids to be suffering. I just ask God to. I want to have the pain that she has,
Mhm.
and I carry with her pain too.
Mhm.
And it was so difficult for me because you don't want it to see how they're suffering.
Mhm.
And I just console her all the time to be with her 24/7
Hmm.
and support her.
Support her. And who supported you while you were? And I know y'all had a lot
This is
going on
well,
running
this is the beauty. It's the church.
the church.
The church.
Hmm. And
Understanding.
how did they support you guys?
Well, his name is Father Dan Leary. He is the pastor, the preacher, the priest at St. Andrew's Apostle Church, and we met him through the school of St. John.
Hmm.
Uh, and we thought him out, and he thought us out,
Hmm.
and he took us on. I call it a love journey
Hmm.
because it is a love story
Hmm.
with Gabby being sick, understanding the sickness and understanding she has a cross to carry. Is a crown of thorns.
The crown
It's
of
basically
thorns.
it's just basically Jesus Christ on the thorn. It was Gabby.
It was
And
Gabby.
she will understand it. So you serve others,
Mhm.
and this is what we have now. We serve it in her memory.
In her memory.
Yes.
So let's go back to that particular disease because I want to reiterate what the disease was and how did it affect her. Again, go ahead. Tell us about the disease
What
again
the
and why it's so important.
Well, it's so important, especially early on. You did take when your children, if it's young. I mean, I can remember probably 7, 8 years old, she would complain of a headache. Now
Uh-huh.
you would think, oh, you don't want to do your chores, or
Uh-huh.
you don't
Uh-huh.
want to go to school, or
Uh-huh.
any of that.
When
And
kids
and I battle with that.
right.
In my dark time, I battle with that because I question that.
Uh-huh.
You don't want to do your chores.
Uh-huh.
But as a mother, she recognized that and be like, oh, come on, she'll be attentive and be more caring. But when it got down to that day that she fainted,
Uh-huh.
and basically she had an aneurysm.
She fainted at home.
She fainted at home. And
Did y'all think she was playing?
No, not playing.
By then y'all had
But we have taken her. She was misdiagnosed a couple of times.
uh-huh.
Until we took her to GW Hospital, and God bless that hospital because
Uh-huh.
they took care of my baby.
Uh-huh.
They saved her life a couple of times.
Okay.
And we took her there instead of taking her to Children's Hospital because she was only 16 years old at the time.
At the time.
And I don't know why we took her to GW, but
Uh-huh.
that was the best care that we got. We went to Boston to get second opinions,
Uh-huh.
and we were right at GW, one of the best neurosurgeons there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at that time, what year was that when she
That would be
she-
2015, 16.
when she was
Yeah.
diagnosed?
Yes.
Until the time that she transitioned.
Yes.
It was what year was that when she transitioned?
2017. Yes.
Okay. Were there any new developments about that particular disease that you learned of up until now? Anything that helps the audience that may have had something similar like that to happen to one of their
Her
loved ones?
condition is so rare,
It was very rare.
very rare, in the place where it was inside her brain, that it couldn't be operable.
Uh-huh.
That's the rare part. Now, they did what they call a coiling, which is basically a sealer to kind of seal the blood from going in further, so it will stop expanding or stop like just pumping without blood going anywhere. So we did also gamma knife procedure, which is radiation.
Gamma knife.
Yeah, gamma knife, which is in the brain, just radiation. That's more of a cancer style of treatment. And then we also did Botox injections. She will get 30 injections monthly around her brain to kind of cool her down with her pain. And Father Dan asked her for every shot you give that person that shot that needs help, like a prayer. And she did that.
So she associated her shots with prayer.
With prayer.
To
help
somebody else
that's in need. Yes.
That's in need.
Yes. And in our healing masses that we did, there was a group of us, and I say us, but we joined her. It was her, mainly the group, that were going through difficulties, whether it was cancer, my daughter with her AVM, and other conditions that just people just need that support. And it's unfortunate a couple of those that special group of people have passed on.
Wow.
Yeah, it has passed on.
So
And this is where the medical can really do it. It's somebody like Father Dan that can help you
because it
understand.
was such a rare disorder
Mhm.
that they still probably didn't. Do they have any information?
They
after this?
have information. They know what it is.
They know what it is
They
now.
know what they can do. They can operate, but her condition was just
just
rare.
rare, just
It
a
was
rare
just
condition.
inside her brain, very different. It wasn't like cut, fix,
Fish.
tie it up,
Okay.
and go home. It wasn't like that. It was just trying to control it mainly.
Wow.
And unfortunately, I didn't accept that.
You didn't?
She
And
knew
why?
it
She
because
Bertie, you knew. No.
no, my daughter knew.
Your daughter-
Gabby knew.
Gabby knew it. Okay.
Gabby knew her fate. She
Okay.
knew her fate.
Okay.
I just, as a parent, you
Right.
didn't want to hear that.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
But she did.
Mhm.
And even to her last night that we spoke to her, she said, "Dad, I'm okay. Go to sleep. I'll be okay."
Now, she passed in the hospital, or did she
No,
pass?
in her dorm. In her dorm. She was 2 weeks in University of Kentucky.
She was 2 weeks
Into University of Kentucky.
just starting the University of Kentucky,
Yes.
and she passed in her dorm.
In her dorm.
So someone else called
Yes, we got that
A
phone
dorm?
call from her roommate.
a roommate.
Yeah,
That
Madison.
must have been
It
devastating.
was very devastating for the roommate.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
very devastating. That's where this came about. This Gabby's house.
Gabby's house. So,
Yeah, which we knew already of Mustard Seed Communities.
okay.
And this is where Gabby's house is located. Gabby's house it's a dream. It's a vision. It's a calling.
Mhm.
It's not a dream or a want. It's a calling that she wanted to do, and what we did just fulfill it. And what we're doing is just continuing her love story.
Okay.
So Mustard Seed Community first is the actual organization. Gabby's house is a cottage within Mustard Seed that we help raise, we help build, and just by telling people to help us into this journey, and we become missionaries.
So they
become members, and when you say members, when you become members, the first thing you say is, "Oh, it's money." But
right.
this money is actually a donation,
Donation.
which is like a deduction, like our IRS deduction,
A
just
tax
like any other
deduction?
tax deductions.
So you also sell items as well, right?
Well,
Would
we
you
sell hats like these. We sell mugs.
Can we
Oh,
get a
yes.
can you get a close up of they both are wearing the hats.
Yes.
Is there a way to get a close up of the hat so the audience can see the actual hat? It's got a heart with no, it's shaped like a heart, right? Yeah,
It's
a
shaped
heart.
like a heart, and there's the house, and then it's her face actually.
Did you get something or you can get closer? My live feed person, you can probably walk it over to see it. You got it? Okay, very well. So you sell those. What else? What other items do you sell?
We sell coffee mugs.
Coffee and
Coffee
mugs.
mugs, which is
Okay.
a signature. We actually get a guy from our country, El Salvador, to make them for us in mold and in the oven,
Okay.
like a clay
Like
oven
clay.
like that, and paint it really
ceramic
nice.
cup.
Ceramic, yeah, very artisan.
Okay.
Yes,
Very well.
yes. I
All
think
right.
she's gonna go get some of
Oh, she's gonna go get a cup.
Yeah.
So and tell the audience.
Well,
what
let me
the-
tell you my experience first with
Go ahead.
Mustard Seed Communities. We were invited to go, and I like that they invited us so we can know what we were getting into. And something about going and serving.
Mhm.
Now, normally you hear this on TV where you see in Africa people go and when people go into Africa and then they go and or when you do service as a what do you call that when you're like
Missionary.
that mission this became missionaries but like government style when you go and you go somewhere when you're young.
Oh. I know what you're talking about.
Yes,
Just
but
kidding.
anyway, I'll get to it.
It's almost
But
like
but it's more
commission,
like yeah, yes. But anyway, we went, and it's something about mustard seed communities and seeing these
Mhm.
kids and they not knowing why we're there.
Mhm.
They couldn't judge us.
Right.
They couldn't talk about
So,
us. They couldn't do anything but just hug us.
so it's almost something like St. Jude, like a
But
mission
yes,
like that,
yes, yes, sort of like that.
saving
Yes,
young
but
people.
it was just for us. It was a new experience for us. You know,
Mhm.
I kind of feel like these people. There's something to us magically
Okay.
inside of us, and we came back. It's like, man, what can we do
It
to
was a
help?
spirit of love
It was a spirit of love. You hit it on the
and
nose. It's a spirit of love.
and
And it was
healing.
yeah, and healing. That is correct. And it healed us.
Okay.
And we did this in memory of our daughter, you know. So we took a group of people
Mhm.
and which was family members,
Mhm.
customers of Highlands, which they became more of a friend to the
Right.
family because they knew our baby, they knew our daughter,
Right.
because it's a family restaurant. So they saw her, you know, working in the as a cash register. They saw her attending tables. They saw her coming in with her, high school uniform on
Okay.
and stuff. So it was devastating for everybody. I mean,
Okay.
the community really rallied around this, and we raised. I believe we have raised over $150,000, and we
Mhm.
raised about 4 cottages. In her memory, it's called Gabby's House down
Mhm.
Montague, Jamaica.
Okay. So again, once again, can you give the audience the information to Gabby's house, the website, where to go?
Well, it's Gabby'sHouse.com, or you could go directly to Mustard Seed Communities, just like that, mustardseedcommunities.com, and you find all the information of what the program is all about. And you actually could join one of the mission teams that will go down there. They have a dates where they go. I this year around, I'm going to go with the men's group. It's called,
Mhm.
and is from my church, from St. Andrew's Apostle Church. We go down there and we're going to paint. For me, I'm a cook. I'm going to cook for all the residents. Mainly, the men do more of a construction
Mhm.
type of house for habitat, I think something like that, or any landscape work. You know, my wife, when we went down there, their duties were laundry service.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clean up,
Go ahead.
play with the kids, wash clothes,
Yes.
and
So
painting.
artistic stuff, or
Yes. No, painting the cottage, painting the
painting the
houses,
house, the actual
painting the
house.
houses.
All right. Very well.
But
Yeah.
the evening time we have the
Okay.
one-on-one relationships
What-
because with the residents, because some of them are sick mentally
Mhm.
and then some are sick physically.
Mhm.
So mentally they like you and I, but
Mhm.
they're probably in a wheelchair confined. They were born like that.
Right.
And then some of them mentally not there, but they have movements
Okay.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
So once again, Gabby's, I'll let you say
GabbyHouse.com.
Gabby'sHouse.com.
Yes, it's GABYS House HOUSE.com.
Okay, so show that beautiful cup again. Can we get a shot? Because she went out to get it. And that's the cup that represents, that's one of the items for
Yes.
sale.
Yes, this was what
And
she
what
always
does it
said.
say? Oh, let me say it again. Yeah.
Faith, love, and hope.
Faith, love, and help. It's a beautiful cup. I want to drink out of that cup.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for this segment of Quiet on the Set. A very touching story, very heartfelt story, very spiritual and uplifting story. How people come from hurt and pain and continue that person's legacy. It means a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and what I also want to kind of let it be known that we went to serve Jamaica,
Mhm.
right? We're not Jamaicans.
No, you don't have
Yeah,
to.
you don't have to be. That's the point. And this is
Because love and spirit
that's
doesn't
right.
have a color.
That's right. That's right. And my daughter, that's what that she was all about.
Well, very well.
Yes.
Once again, thank you guys for joining us on this segment of Quiet on the Set. To read this article further, you will be in be up in 2 weeks. So you go to the magazine to read the full article about this interview. This interview also would be available to see as well. And thank you guys for having Quiet on the Set magazine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.